What are you doing?
It's a big elephant. This is very cool.
We're just waiting for George's one-to-one to come. And it's very wet outside. I don't know if you can hear the rain. Are you ready for school today?
Baby.
Huh?
It's first half occupied. I think I want my time.
He doesn't let the rain on though. What are you doing?
It is joy.
This is what it's like when you're driving, George, anywhere. It's like constant chatter and noise like in the background. You kind of get used to it. So if you're new to autism and you've got like a non-verbal kid that's just chattering this, you'll soon get used to it. And now the only time he doesn't do it is when he's not feeling very well. They're daddies. They're daddies. They're daddies. Is Jess there yet? Here. No, they're daddies. They're daddies. They're daddies. Daddies. No. Daddies. Sit back. Sit back. Sit in Matthew's chair. There. Ready to go in a minute? Yeah. So if you're new to the channel, this chitter and chatter in the background, this echolalia, is like constant. But I don't mind it. In fairness, it's the banging everything that gets frustrating to me. Amy can like pretty much switch off. She doesn't even hear it. I hear it though a lot. Look at this rain, look. Oh, we're gonna get wet. We're gonna get wet. You have to put your hood up. Yeah, put your hood up. Good. Put your hood up. But don't put your sleeves up. Put your hood up. What are you doing? You got it caught? No, that's it. No, that's better. Put your head up. You ready to go in a minute? It's nearly time to go. Let's get him across there, across the rain, which he's not going to be happy about. Okay? Good morning, YouTube. It's Thursday. I've just got back from George's EHCP review, which is the Educational Healthcare Plan review for the upcoming year of 2022/23. Very positive meeting. Actually able to do it in person rather than over Zoom. So that was really nice to be able to sit in with the headmaster of the school, who's got tons of experience. He's worked for like 20 plus odd years with kids like George. His teacher, who's really nice, really good, and also the guy from the Gateway Short Breaks team, who helped provide George with his direct payments so that we can allow his one-to-one to take him out and give George that one-to-one time out and about from the house, away from me and Amy and Matthew. Really positive meeting. It was a lot longer than I think expected because of a couple of reasons. The EHCP is a very long form. It's like 48 pages odd form. But lots was to discuss about George's behaviours. He's very well placed at school. They're very happy with his placement in school, as are we. We've discussed the transport, which is an issue that I'll talk to Amy when she gets back. So he'll be getting the bus to school and home from school, which will help Amy. The only odd time he won't will be when I'm on a day shift and Amy's going to have to run him up in the car, which is fine. They're happy with the chopping and changing a little bit of getting staff to cover and pick him up and not get him, and then get him and not get him. So they're really open to that, really helpful with that. So I think Amy will be pleased with that, because it's going to help her a lot. The fact that even apart from at the moment she's 5 days a week driving him to school, she won't have to do that anymore. Apart from the days where I'm at work, which at maximum will be 2 days a week. So the other 3 days he'll be going on the bus. It'll make things a lot easier and hopefully a bit smoother, the transition of getting him in and out of school. So that's one good thing. His progression this year has been really good, despite the pandemic and despite all the restrictions. He's definitely placed in the right school, which is one thing Amy was worried about, that they were at some point. I was honest with them that she was a bit worried that they were going to say, we can't deal with his behaviours anymore, he's going to have to go somewhere else. That's not going to happen. Sorry, that was Amy ringing me just to say the school had rung her, to say George took himself and lied down, which isn't. He's not got a temperature. It isn't beyond reason for him to do that. He does that sometimes. No, but the appointment was really good. Lots of positive things. The guy from the Gateway service, short breaks, talked to me a little bit about the possibility of later on down the line, when he's 8, I think, them using some of his dedicated hours for his from the Gateway service direct payments to, where they would pick him up on a Saturday, take him out the whole day on a Saturday, like doing canoeing and doing walking and doing these sorts of things, more like a longer day rather than him going for his one-to-one and her taking him to the park or taking him trampoline, which is a massive help, don't get me wrong. It's a huge help, but just more looking at a bit further down the line, maybe progressing up in that a little bit to give Amy and Matthew especially as well a little bit more of a break for a longer period rather than him being gone from school for a couple of hours. We talked about his transitioning, ways to try to stop what I could do and what Amy could do that would help maybe lessen some of his behaviours, so that we're doing the same as what they're doing, like with regard to his kicking, these types of things. But he's getting on really well. The school provision is adequate. They're prepared to give him the 2-to-1 when they need to, but he doesn't like the 2-to-1 apparently. He likes just having the one person with him. So the fact that he doesn't even like having the second person with him, overpowering him all the time, is probably a bit much. They don't need it. They said that his behaviour has been a bit up and down, admittedly, but it's been a weird year. So he's not moving up a class next year. All the ones in his class that are there now are staying there. There's 2 new ones coming in. Apart from that, all his class are the same, and there's only 1 new teacher going into his class, and one's not going to be there anymore, or she's moving class. But the rest is all the same, which is good for George because it's less change, the better. So yeah, positive. Everything's looking good. He's doing well. He's improving in lots of things. His communication's improving. His tasks in school is improving. So there's lots of positives. I'm trying to look at the positives of what he can do rather than what he can't do. And that's what I'm trying to get my head into with things at home as well. And Amy, we're both trying to do it the best we can. So yeah, that was really good.
Rough. Right. I've got a few appointments to go through. That's better. Stay like that. I've got an extra head coming out my face. Sorry about that. Right, CAMHS. One word to describe CAMHS. Bollocks. They're bollocks. And the reason they're bollocks is because she spent an hour or so with him in the morning before I went for the meeting. And she said he's got a problem with his brain. That means he's a bit clumsy because he's dizzy all the time. He's not dizzy all the time. So I thought, oh, here we go. So she said I'm not allowed to let him bend over, and when I do, I've got to put pressure on his shoulders. I've got to swaddle him in a blanket anytime he has a drink or a snack. She said she essentially wants me to make our downstairs toilet into an armchair. I've got to make different textures of flooring for him to walk over. Only like low tempo music. So bearing in mind this meeting was allocated for us for about an hour. I was in there for 15 minutes. No. She said he's got a problem with his eyesight. Now, if I was one of these parents who was really paranoid and took what every professional said to me literally and personally, I would have walked away from that meeting paranoid and upset that he's got a problem in his brain that nobody's told me about. But instead, I walked away thinking, you're talking shit. So I'd heard bad things about CAMHS before I went. I didn't really know what to expect, but I didn't expect 15 minutes bollocks. So that was rubbish, not gonna lie. So I went into town this morning and picked up the boys' their own umbrellas because they've been obsessed with using mine, and then had a laser appointment for, you see the bold heart there? Hate it. I wanted a quarter sleeve of hearts, okay, but that one I hate. So I went to a laser appointment to book in having that one done. Popped into Primark, got a chocolate and peanut butter milkshake from Five Guys because that's got to be done. Love Five Guys. And then the school had rang me to say, oh, well, there's something wrong with George, he's sitting down or something. I was like, okay. He said, we've taken his temperature twice. And I said, has he got a temperature? And they said, no. I said, okay. And then less than an hour later, oh, he's not eating any lunch, obviously, because it's not a burger. He's not eating any lunch, and he's just gone in and sat down. So can you come and get him? And he's fine.
He seemed fine to me, coming and stuffed as soon as he come in. He's got a little bit of a cold.
He's fine. We've all got a cold and everything, but yeah. So that's that. And then I was given a few options for my diagnosis of polycystic ovaries and endometriosis. She said I am in the obese category, obviously, and she said that it's going to be notoriously difficult for me to lose any weight. So that's going to be a struggle. I'm just tired of, I haven't got any motivation. So anyway, Matthew's come home from school and is eating his Maltesers. George is sat with Daddy for a minute. Daddy's on night shift today. There's the dog.
I've only got 2 shifts left. And I'm off for 2 weeks. Oh, and George's transport.
Yes, George's transport. So we've sorted it now so that George will be getting transport to school from Monday. So he'll be being taken and brought home. I'm nervous about it, but I suppose it will help me not having that battle every morning. So, and I know this is something random, but if anybody wants to try and look after their hair a bit better, because I'm growing mine out for the blonde and going back to my natural colour. So if anybody wants to try and look after their hair a bit better, use a sulfate-free shampoo, Herbal Essences, hemp sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner. That's what you need to do. So yeah, bit of a productive day. George has obviously come home, there's nothing wrong with him, so he'll be going back into school tomorrow. I'm fat and I'm going to struggle to lose any weight because my ovaries are laying up. And Adam's got 2 shifts left before he's 2 weeks off, so that's good. Oh, and not only am I growing out my roots, for everybody that has wondered what's going on with my hair lately, I'm growing out my eyebrows too, because bushy eyebrows are where it's at. Look at them. Somebody said I just need to get them shaped. At the moment I'm just going with it. I'm too tired to do otherwise. Right then. Right, got to go because my sister's ringing me, but love you all.
So just to add a little end to the video, it's not been a very active couple of weeks, but I'm off for 2 weeks from Saturday, so lots of good vids coming out. Thanks for sticking with us all this time, 627 of you, and all the people that casually watch. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, we'd really appreciate it. It takes quite a lot of effort to make the videos in between everything that's going on and keep you up to date on what's happening all the time. So we'd love it if you just give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and you're liking the progress and seeing what we're up to. That would be very much appreciated, and we'll catch you again in the next video. Just to add, it's a little bit raining, so George has took this outside. Well done!
Hello, boy.
Hello, umbrella.
Bye-bye.
He doesn't want to come in, so he's took his umbrella. Okay, alright then. Alright, bye.